Today is about justice for my daughter, Adley. Today is about making sure Erwin Francisco Bartolo receives the full punishment for taking an irreplaceable life. I'm asking you, Your Honor, to consider this if it had been your daughter. Our society must not tolerate drunk driving. To be able to put into words the impact the defendant's actions have had upon my life seems like an almost impossible task. The choices that Erwin made on March 7th, 2016 will affect me for the rest of my life. March 7th was just a normal day until my world was shattered by Erwin Francisco Bartolo. After the crash, I was rushed by ambulance to the emergency room. I was in and out of consciousness as I was wheeled into emergency surgery, but nothing could have prepared me for the incapacitating blow of what I had to hear once I came to. I was told that I was lucky to be alive, but that my precious daughter Adley did not survive. For a moment, time felt like it stopped. I was told that because my injuries were so severe that I would have to carry Adley for another 3 days until I could deliver her. So for 3 grueling days, I would rub my belly, just praying that she would kick one more time and that all of this was just a nightmare. Unfortunately, I never woke up from that nightmare. On March 10th, I delivered Adley Brooke Horton. She was so beautiful. She had my hair and her daddy's ears. I remember the look and the devastation in my husband's eyes as he saw her for what would be the first and last time. Going through something like that can bring a grown man to his knees. The doctors then placed Adley's lifeless little body in my arms and let me hold her for just a short while before she had to be taken to the morgue. Adley would never get to sleep in her crib. No first words would be spoken, and no first steps would be taken. Adley never got to experience her sweet 16, or her daddy will never get to walk her down the aisle at her wedding. We were weeks away from bringing our baby girl home from the hospital to her beautifully decorated nursery when our world was turned upside down by Erwin Francisco Bartolo. I was in the hospital for a full month. I remember plans for multiple surgeries being made and the list of my injuries being recited over and over by doctors. Concussion, broken ribs, broken sternum, shattered ankle, broken wrist, broken leg, torn ligaments, dissected carotid arteries, which could potentially lead to stroke, and the loss of my child. It's unspeakable to think of planning your child's funeral and having to bury her. But what made matters worse is that we could not bury our daughter until I was released from the hospital. And once the day of the funeral arrived, I could not help carry my daughter's casket to her final resting place. My arm was too mangled and in a cast, and I was wheelchair bound. Erwin Francisco Bartolo didn't feel that the rules applied to him. He chose to disregard the law. Erwin Francisco Bartolo didn't feel the need to have car insurance. He stole Adley from us. He stole my independence and left us with nothing but debt and heartache. As Adley's mother and father, we are now forced to live out a life sentence, one that says we will never see our little girl again. The sweet baby that we had longed for was taken from us in such a violent way. March 7th, 2016 will be a day that I can never forget. I lost my job, my independence, my health, and most importantly, my Adley. The selfish actions of Erwin Francisco Bartolo took the life of my sweet, innocent daughter. He caused a pain that I never knew existed. See, the thing is that after he serves his time, Erwin Francisco Bartolo will be reunited with his family. He'll get to share birthdays, share holidays. His life will go on, but Adley's will not. There's no parole, no pardon for our family. Our baby girl is gone and we have nothing left but an empty crib that was never slept in, and tiny pink outfits that were never worn. Our future was ripped away from us, all because Erwin Francisco Bartolo chose to drink and drive. I will continue to spread awareness and share this story until the day that I die. I hope that the punishment fits the crime and that it prevents anyone else from drinking and driving. I hope it prevents someone else from feeling the pain that I walk around with every day. I refuse to let my daughter's death be in vain. Adley's death leaves so many hopes and dreams unfulfilled. Hopes and dreams that ended so abruptly and senselessly. Adley would have been someone's best friend, someone's love, and someone's mother, but you took that chance away. All we have now is a handful of photos to remember her by, and some of those are displayed today here, like her little footprints, little feet, little hands. Erwin Francisco Bartolo, I want you to know that your actions and your choices cause this directly. You chose to drink and drive, and you have profoundly changed our future and our lives forever.